Urban is city, na?
I don't
I'm
know.
just confused.
I don't know.
I'm just confused. What do you mean by urban and rural? Rural is the village area, I guess.
I don't know.
I'm just so confused. And I guess the tiredness is into my head of the trip. So basically, okay, coming to the point. So basically, the lifestyles of urban people as well as rural people are very much different. In rural areas, the still you will find a very lesser pollution environment, a very lesser noise environment, a lesser kind of environment as compared to urban cities. In urban cities, the majority of living in the majority of the lifestyle is just working is just into a how and it's just in a hoe and go situation. Everybody, the crowd, every you will see you could see every time the crowd, they are in a hurry mode. They are always ready for the survival. They are just basically dependent upon the basic chores. And in what in rural areas, the people are very much down to earth. The people are very much grounded towards they are very much connected with the roots of their area. And in urban people, nobody has time to listen and to think about you, especially neighbors also. You have seen must your neighbors also are not in a mood to listen, or they are just in a hurry.
Hmm.
The lifestyle of these two areas are completely different. Whenever I go to my village, I feel like I am connected somewhere. I feel peace and integrity to the region, to the area. But in city, I don't feel so. It's way more crowded. It's way more pathetic. It's way more ridiculous kind of thing in cities. And then, but when it comes to technology, when it's come to education, when it comes to hospitals, the urban the urban areas has a superior has the urban areas hold a superiority to rural areas. As in urban areas, everything is so developed. You can have nearby hospitals, nearby good schools. And in rural areas, still people are struggling for electricity, network. These are the major drawbacks. The roads are not so good. And in urban areas, the roads are so just good. And the people here are so much particularly organized. They live their life in an organized manner. And in rural areas, they generally tend to live the basic thing they can do is is only farming. So the farming is the main source of earning there, and they could able to generate revenues through the farming itself. But in urban areas, there are many of the things like IT infrastructure is going so boom. The hospitality sector is way much moving ahead. The service part, when it comes to, they are also doing great, and the manufacturing firms are also rolling in these areas. So basically, we should the both areas coming up to the I would coming up to the concluding part. Both areas have different lifestyles, and the people over there both diminishes towards various factors. In rural areas, the people generally move towards the community culture, the ground to earth, the reality, the roots, and the livinghood. And in urban areas, the people are generally towards attracted by the malls, by the wisdom, by the way of living, by the standardization of life, the KFC, the Starbucks. They are just running behind these things, these stuffs. And in rural areas, the people doesn't run behind these stuffs. So basically, both both area both areas have different lifestyles. Both areas have different culture, the different mindset. So so it depends where we are up to, and what in what areas we are living. That depends completely upon the choice and the area. If we go into rural area, we just can't find Domino's for having a pizza. And in urban areas, we just can't look towards the greenery part, because there is no land. There is no land for such greenery part and the farming part. People have developed so much that even a small lane has houses built upon it by multiple layers or multiple floors. So that's basic difference between these two communities or these two areas. What
Okay.
is